Hi everyone, this is Tony. I'm doing the audio commentary for something kind of rather interesting. I'm actually going to do an audio commentary for the entire mini-series of Fami-Updates. Why? Well, why not? God, it's weird to look at this. I think it's mostly because 6 years have passed since these videos have come out, and I just wanted to talk about them because it was such a fascinating idea to do essentially a mini series. And what's also weirder is this is actually kind of what sparked my love of importing, and it's just fascinating to watch this now, especially knowing I had hair. it's just weird. So. And apologies, by the way, if you do hear clicks. I'm trying to control the volume a bit because I'm trying to get a good enough volume so I can hear the video still and just watch this. So I just wanted to get that out of the way quickly. Anyway, it is so weird to see this room. My God, look at the old collection. It's not even all on that shelf anymore. I think that shelf only covers like Switch games now, Switch games and books. So. With the stack of VHS tapes, there's more VHS tapes now. They take up a whole freaking shelf. So yeah, I should probably talk about where the idea for this came from. So, for some reason, I randomly just came across the notion of I want to do something with Famicom. I don't know where exactly it came from, but it sparked my interest. It was like, oh, Famicom, let's do this. Like, I never imported before this, so it just caught me by surprise. So 20 plus episodes later, and yeah, I should say my camera setup before this was just the phone up against the fucking loft bed. That was pretty much it. My God, this is old. 14 weeks, wow. Wow, that is my old laptop. Or that's not even the laptop, I think that's just the main computer. We don't even use that anymore. We do everything now on just the laptop. Mainly because the computer has gotten so old and outdated that it literally just does not work as good as it used to. I mean, even editing on those on that old computer was a piece of shit. So, apologies, I probably just burped. Yeah. It's so weird to see this. Especially like my beard. My beard has gotten more fuller since this video. This was 6 years old. Jesus. Okay, and this was also the Patreon push, which joke's on me though. 6 years later and still no one has supported me on Patreon. It is the weirdest thing. Like seriously, I offer like interesting deals. Like interesting rewards, and it's just for very minimal amounts of money, and no one wants to support it, but whatever. Whatever. Anyway, my God, it's so weird seeing all this. I think this was even before this is right when I got the Wii U, because those are new Wii U games. I could tell from from looking at this, like, Krusty Super Funhouse was still in its box. I don't have that thing in the box anymore. The box went missing. So it's so weird to see all this. The old closet and everything. The Sharp Twin Famicom. Me mentioning that now just makes me more and more bitter. I'll explain why when we get to that section, but long story short, it no longer works. I was so naive back then. Look at this. Look at my pretty face. It's before I seriously got fat. And now I've just been trying to lose the weight and gaining muscle out of it. Anyway. Enough about me. Back to this. This project cost us $800 fucking dollars. I remember that too, because I remember when I did the calculations at the end, I was like, holy shit, this is nearly $800 worth of games. And now that's a good chunk of games I can't play anymore. because oh my god, post your opinions down in the comments below. I don't even do that anymore. Patreon, I still kind of talk about from time to time, but I more or less bring it up in like breaks on the Let's Play show. Me, my young, naive ideas that I never got to fucking do. There's a lot of things I talked about here that I just never did. Famicom month never happened. Nicktoons month never happened. Just a lot of things didn't happen. That's what that's how I could sum up mini reviews. Plans were made and never executed. And that was the end of part 1. Wow, and that was nearly 5 minutes, and now we're on part 2. Look at the lighting. What book am I reading? Is it my art history book? I might actually still have that book. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, this is jokes on me. We'll never go to Amazon for imports. Never. I think I only went to Amazon for an import once. Out of this entire special, I went to Amazon once for an import. I think after that, I never did Amazon for imports again. I think I consider Amazon just like a last resort now. So. Japan GameStock. I fucking miss that site. I really do. That was like the best site to get fucking games off of. All of their fucking prices were reasonable. The shipping costs were reasonable. Just everything was fucking reasonable. And I'm sorry if I hit the mic, but the best thing about all that was, I can't believe I'm going to get into this spiel about Japan GameStock, but the best thing about Japan GameStock was certain... Wow, I'm walking. That's a fascinating first. Jesus. I usually don't do that anymore. I don't do an update while I'm walking because it looks weird. What's that cord behind my back? Oh, it's my headphones. Now I just use fucking Bluetooth. That's funny. Unless I'm working on this laptop, then I'm using the headset mic combo. So, unless I'm recording this actually as headset mic. But anyway, back to Japan GameStock. Now, what I loved about Japan GameStock, though, was if you ever ended up, if you went on a site on like a random day, every once in a while you'll see a little banner pop up where it'll say like, this system games, are on sale for, buy one, get one free, or buy X amount, get 20% off. It's like, yeah, of course I'm going to buy those games. Like, I think they did that the most with Famicom and Super Famicom. Like, Famicom games where I think you buy a certain amount, you'll get a discount off of it. And I think Super Famicom was the same way because they just had an overabundance of those games. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. And that's usually what I did for the Famicom games. If I bought them like a huge bundle, yep, like that. Yeah, I miss it. Look at my awards are in the back. Now my awards are in a box. I don't put them out. Yep. The first 3 great games. Why did I laugh like that? Why do I laugh? Why I laugh? It's funny. I don't know. My Peach figurine. Now it's sitting in a box. Which you can't see. Me and my stupid lighting. Takeshi's Challenge. One of the hardest NES games of all time. Can't. Dr. Mario, you can't see that. That was a nice Rental Floss reference I did. Yes. And I think that was right around the time I had just gotten into the series. Actually, no, that wasn't right around the time I got into the series. But, oh boy, what did I say months back? I'm now just talking to myself. What did I say, young me? young still had hair me. Yeah, I did get it, and I got it because, I got I, I got Mario Maker through a price deal. Essentially, I gave him a price. It's one of those things I can't think of it right off the top of my head. It's no. I'm at CMU. I'll explain that in a minute. Anyway, I think I got Mario Maker through a price deal thing from Walmart, but I think the one I sent them was fraudulent, if I remember correctly. Anyway, to the CMU shit. So I was at CMU for I believe I was at WCMU's station. I didn't get to go in, but anyway, I was at CMU, I think, for some cheerleading event. My dad took me to, and that was it. this is short. Yep. I'm just gonna go back to fucking talking about Japan GameStop. I was so disappointed when that website went down. I was like, oh, I had like banked on Imported Monthly just being supplied through them. I was even about to message them saying, hey, do you want to sponsor us for this show? And that would have been great, but I never heard word back on that, so okay, that never happened. Yep. Dragon Quest was the only game I ever ordered off of Amazon in terms of imports. Yeah. Man, look at my old fucking room. Now I'm at a bigger place. No loft bed, I got a big bed. What the fuck am I talking about? 12 minutes into this, what the fuck am I talking about? Look at all those Switch games I got. Or not Switch, Wii U games I got. Damn. I still got fucking Carnival Mini Golf. I'm actually don't. Yep. No, I don't have Carnival Mini Golf anymore. I think I gave that to Megan. But, man, look at that old collection. Now it's like 10 times the size of that. Now my collection takes up like 2, 4, 5 shelves. Yes, the console did come in, and it was surprising. So let's talk about the Twin Famicom and why the fuck it doesn't work anymore. So, short answer, it doesn't work anymore because it shorted out. Long answer, the reason it shorted out was because, and I'm still trying to remember who exactly, I want to say it was either my stepsister or it was my actual sister. One of the two plugged in the wrong fucking cord to the console and essentially shorted out the system. So it no longer works. So now it just sits here, a dead brick, in my room. I actually literally have it right here on the desk next to me. And I look at it and I just fucking get depressed. And then I try to look for a replacement. It's now $200. Yep. Actually, I should have paused on that. I could have figured out what cord that was. God, I wish that would work again. I really wish it would work, mainly because of the disk drive slot. I ended up getting... Actually, I guess I can talk about that a bit. I did get a few more Famicom games after this mini-series, and I really wish we could play them now. Especially for a Game-O-Rama Uncut. That would have been fun. That would be fun to definitely do, like, Famicom games. Yeah. I like this. I will, so, I guess I should point out something. So for people who ever wonder why my avatar looks the way it does, this is the reason why I look at my hair. I've kept my avatar the same as my old appearance in this for that long, because if I change it now, I will be fully depressed that I no longer have hair like that. So, I've kept it that style this whole time. My freaking 90s widow peak right there. So, I guess that is interesting, something to bring up. Like, that's where the Avatar came in. So it's fascinating to me. I think it was because it was U.S. seller, but I might be wrong. Yeah. Just put it up on the shelf, on the pile. Me and my widow's peak. Jesus, we're on 9 already? We've done so many of these. Yeah, wait for it. Oh god, the fucking postal clerk story, Jesus. So, the postal clerk was being a smartass. I can't believe I described this story. I think overall the realization I have now is the guy was probably a fill-in, and because sometimes fill-ins come from other towns, they don't know the people in the town they're filling in for usually. But still, it was a what the fuck kind of moment where I was just like, really, man? And like the post office back home in Posen was weirdly set up where it's like the big main office, and then you walk through a small door and in this small like package area plus like shipping out area. Usually you have the little slip box on the side, but you get the small room. That's where you drop off packages and stuff. But what's weirder is there's a door next to the main PO boxes, and usually that door should be open so that the postal workers can sit out there and hand people their packages if they have their slips. And more Japanese newspaper. It's fun. I'll talk about it when we get to those specials. But usually that door's open, so that way if you get a little slip saying, hey, you got a package, you walk up to that door, you say, I got a package, my name, it's right there. But they don't do that, actually. In Posen. They should, but they don't. What they have you do is, you grab the slip, you walk into the small room next door, you hand them the thing, and you explain the situation, and they give you your package. That's pretty much how it works. It's the weirdest thing. But, good old memories. Now everything just comes to my doorstep. Famicom Disk System games. I love them, and I can't play them now. 3D Hot Rally. I don't know why I got that one. Urban Champion, that's a classic. Yes, Dragon Ball. I think that was actually the first Dragon Ball game, because I remember looking it up. That's game 100. That's the 100th game, by the way. I didn't know that till way later. My personal favorite for the bunch. Yeah, I didn't know that till way later. Kirby's Adventure for the Famicom was game number 100. I did not know that. And I was surprised when I went back to do the list and I started chronologically putting things together, and I realized, oh my god, Kirby's Adventure was 100 and I never noticed. But yeah, that was my 100th game. I should say something else interesting about this. Wow, 1-0, and I literally held it backwards. I'm a fucking dumbass. I'm seriously fucking stupid, Jesus. I guess the thing I wanted to talk about was there is an interesting evolution I should talk about. Also, shout out to my youth tour bag sitting there. I don't think it's no longer with me because it no longer functions as a bag because it's ripped. And I think I still have my Simpsons shirt. I keep it in a box somewhere because I don't want to get it stained or anything like that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The interesting thing about this miniseries I've noticed, going back and watching it over again, is it's an interesting evolution. I never really thought about that until I started, again, rewatching these. I really went through a shit ton, because when the whole miniseries started, it had been about a month since my folks divorced. And at this point, I'd stayed with my mother at the time. And things things kind of went back and forth with my siblings, where they would be here for a week, they wouldn't be here for a week. It was weird things, and because I was also, and wow, that is really fucking dark. I really did not know lighting back then. I am really fucking stupid. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. So, anyway, but yeah, it's interesting to see the evolution of that, because that all that stuff happened in the beginning, and by the time we wrap this up, it's like June. Like, things have already started to shift. This is what around that time I got introduced to Dr. Will, and yep, here we go. We're gonna go over jobs, because that's the other thing that actually happened evolution-wise. I ended up getting a job. I'd started as a work study, and exactly, and I'm making the point myself, but essentially, like, I started with the work study, and by the end of this run, I started working for Family Dollar. That's pretty much the weirdest evolution I've noticed with this. I started as a work study, I ended as a Dollar General sales associate. And it's the same weird thing you can also notice with, like, the videos in general. Like, you can tell there was a slight evolution as all these videos kept happening. Not only this series, but like Ransom Reviews to Mini Reviews to Game-O-Rama, or Michigan Files to New York Files to Important Monthly. Like, all those shows included something that became an evolutionary shift. It's something fascinating that I never thought about. And, here I am talking about my friend, Andrew, or I think he's still on YouTube. I think he goes by, Little Andrew. I might be wrong. I might actually have to look that one up. Give me 1 second here. I actually might have to look that one up, because I'm not fully aware of his channel name anymore. And it's not that, like, I forgot. It's just it's not that I forgot. It's like I haven't checked his channel in a while. So let me get to my channel here. There we go. Yes, I'm looking this up as I'm doing this. Little Ruse, that was it. Little Ruse. I don't know if he still makes videos, but he was making videos during the time of this. Like, I think I convinced him when I started to start jumping into YouTube. Because I was doing it because Yosh has done it, and now, like, the evolutionary shift again. Now we have new people that we're working with. We're still working with Yosh. Little Ruse hasn't put any new videos up in a while, but, like, how we have D Street, a good friend of mine, who now runs, and we talk back and forth every once in a while to consult ideas and just talk about, like, what he's working on, what I'm working on, what I'm doing with my collection, what he's doing with his collection, all that stuff. I just really went off topic there. We're in the 11th part, and I've immediately just said, alright, I threw my hands up in the air, we're just talking about everything now. Stay golden. Yep, there we go. That's the final round of my evolution. I got my freaking Family Dollar outfit on. Yep, the final steps of my evolution from a teenager to an adult. Even though I was still a teenager at the time. So I think, no, actually I was nearing my 20s at this point. I was like 19. More Japanese newspapers, it's fun. I still kept those. I still have those. They sit there on the bottom of my shelf. And the shelf has changed once again. That's the other thing you notice, the evolution of my room. Something I've actually noticed now is like, Jesus, look at my room. We went from having two shelves on top of each other to one shelf, and all the other shelves moved around, and Jesus, fuck, the Pepsi sign's gone. No, the Pepsi sign's still there, but you get my point. I think at that point I was just throwing the goddamn... Oh, fuck yeah. I think at this point I was just throwing the games on the shelf, but Doki Doki Panic was still one of the best things I got during this run, because it was like, oh my god, the original Doki Doki Panic, and then the original No, yep, the original Fire Emblem. I still have that. And the original Final Fantasy. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Anyway. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Anyway. Wow. We were only on 12. Now we're on 13. Yeah, wow, my voice is really fucking low. What the fuck happened? Anyway, Fire Emblem, I still have it until Nintendo decided to fucking release on the Switch, and then I was pissed. I did a whole episode of Gamerama Uncut before it was uncut, it was still live, where I think I called it Aw Damn It Nintendo. So I'm like, are you fucking serious? I just spent like $6 on this game years ago, and now you immediately say, haha, for $7 you can get it on your Switch. Like, what the fuck? Oh, yay. More financial troubles. I haven't heard that one before. That's the one evolutionary step in my life that has still remained constant. I literally just had to mail out a book I sold on eBay for $57. And then the site almost had the nerve to fucking charge me twice for a shipping label because I tried to print it off on my laptop and then that didn't work, and I tried to print it off my phone. I had to purchase it twice. So I had to freaking message up eBay, and they're like, oh, all you have to do is cancel one of the labels. Fucking what? Like, yeah, there's a whole function where you can just cancel a label. I'm like, gee, you'd think you would have said something earlier, like, hey, we noticed you have 2 labels for the same product. Would you like to cancel one? But instead, no. Fuck. I've already had to tell myself this year, I'm like, yeah, we're not bringing in that many imports this year. We're only going to be doing a small amount. We're not getting that many games. We're still owed a game for Christmas, but we're not getting that many games. Like, I already had to, like, tell myself, alright, we're only getting a handful of games this year. Not even that. Like, mainly we want to aim for, like, 3 games. 3 games overall, and maybe a book. Well, the book we need for Gamerama, but still. Man, I've treated this like a Gamerama Uncut episode all of a sudden. It's supposed to be a commentary on the actual video. Man, look at those prices. Nowadays, those prices would be double. Anyway. At the time I'm recording this, I'm using up a gift card I'd gotten. So I ordered 2 games off of eBay. I still have some money on the gift card, and I'm still debating what else to get. So, fun times. Yeah, damn, we did a lot of these. And look at one, it's a subliminal message. No, it's not. It was just me taking small signs from the me taking small signs from like other signs and finding them out in the woods somewhere and just be like, put them up against the doorstop. And my old Sonic cardboard cutout thing and all the other random stuff that's sitting there. I don't remember what else is sitting there. I think there's invitations to fucking graduation parties sitting on that door frame I don't remember about. DC and what the F am I talking about? What the F? What the hell am I... Oh, am I talking about when I try to purchase a game and randomly in the cart they give me the next priced game they have within their stock. This is Japan Game Stocks thing. It was probably the one thing I hated about it was like instead of saying, oh, we're sold out, or like, oh, we have another option we're going to throw in your cart, would you like it, or would you like to hold off? I'd like to hold off, or better yet, you could just give me that game at the price. You know. It does. It does baffle. It's one of those baffling things. But I can't really talk about it now because Japan GameStop doesn't exist anymore. it's a site that no longer exists. Even when I thought it exists, it's like, oh no, we just have it on the way back. Like, you can click through the pages, like you can't order anything. I still want to know why the hell that site went down, though. That's still what boggles my mind. It's like, after so many years, like, why did it go down? I think I was still using it up to the Pokemon episode. And then when something went wrong, I tried to reorder the games and get them sent to the right address, and that didn't work, and the site no longer existed. Yeah, look at me, I'm booming and bombastic. Not 15, Jesus. Oh my god, Wave 4. What shirt am I wearing? Is that my graduation t-shirt? Look at my lighting. I look yellow. I look like a Simpson. It's so weird to look back on this and just look at my hair and the evolutionary change. My hair went from long to short to long again. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me if it did go back to long. Yeah, the Japanese holidays, and I had to learn that. We had Chiaki at this point, or foreign exchange student sister. We had her at this point. She should have said something. I didn't know this. What the fuck was wrong with me? I think there's a current at, I guess, trying to divulge away to a different conversation. I guess if there's a current iteration of, like, Japan GameStop, I guess I would say it's Bai. But even then, that's a long interpretation because Bai is more or less a White Rabbit service. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about anymore. I mean, I don't know what to say to this. I mean, look at me. Look at me. Look at my face. I understand, and I understand. That's why I was ranting on it. Why was I ranting on it? Yes. My final thoughts on importing in the year 2016. My thoughts on importing in the year 2022. It's fun. I think if I was to do a series like this again, I mean, I think that's what Imported Monthly was for me, was like doing this series again. And it was fun. It was fun. It was fun, except, I never was loose like this. I actually had a controlled formula and a controlled set. Anyway. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. We got like 30 minutes left on this video. God damn. I don't think I even... No, I still do that. I'm Tony Rasmussen signing out. And the wink, I don't do the wink anymore. There's Doki Doki Panic right in the background. I think I was wearing contacts at this time, because now I just wear the glasses. Actually, I guess that's something interesting I can talk about. There was a certain period when I was doing videos where I just took off the glasses or I'd wear contacts, and that's just how I'd look. Every once in a while I'd forget about it, but for the most part, like, I would take them off or I'd wear contacts. Why would I do this? I don't know. I guess I thought it would make me look cooler. Now looking back, I kind of go, why am I not wearing glasses in this? I'm not used to this. I should be wearing glasses. I did this all the way up to like imported monthly. Once I did came around, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just wearing the glasses. It makes me look intelligent. So, this whole commentary has been a wave of thoughts. I've noticed. Thank God. This has been a very unexpectedly long run. Look at all those Famicom games. Two Disk System games and a shit ton of Famicom games. Do we do something right? What am I talking about? I always expect some like weird random blooper to happen where I just like see something fall in the background and just go, oh son of a bitch. But nothing like that ever happens. Early in the morning, I mean 1 a.m. Now for me, that's not even early in the morning. That's just really late at night. Hell, 1 a.m. isn't even really late at night for me. That's just normal. I've gotten so used to like just being up till like 3 to 4 in the morning. You know, being an adult, it's like I've gotten used to this. Here's me getting sad. Look at all the amiibos in the back. Now all those amiibos are sitting in a box because I've gotten way more than that since doing these videos. Did I just say something about live streams? Doing them? Yeah. Live streams. I never fucking did that. Not until 2020. It took me 4 years. It took me a presidency to essentially say I'm gonna live stream. It took me the Trump presidency to say I'm gonna live stream. That is insane. Yeah, see, there you go. There's a good example of me not wearing glasses, not having contacts in, and having to, like, look and make sure stuff was still working. Me squinting. That's usually a good telltale sign I'm not wearing glasses nor contacts is when I'm squinting. Hey everyone, that's kind of like my version of hey y'all, Sky here. I'm gonna like notice that a lot in like rewatching these earlier videos. It's just like, hey everyone. It's like, okay, so that's my version of hey y'all. It's always something to see like old videos that you've done and just see like the old things you used to do, like introduce videos, end videos, and all that. More Japanese newspapers. It's fun. It's fantastic. You try to iron those out, motherfucker. It's hard. Try to smooth all that out so you could do something else. What are we on, wave 4 or wave 5? I've literally lost track. I've lost track watching this. Mario 3, nice. It's 1990. Balloon Fight, Satoru Watasan's game. Golf Japan, okay. So the thing with Golf Japan is I thought that was the one that was like the one that they used for the Punch-Out contest. I was wrong. It was Golf USA. I was like, Golf Japan, that's the one that they use for the Punch-Out contest. That would be an interesting antidote to bring up, not an antidote, a factoid, I guess I would say, to bring up when I ever did the video. And it never fucking happened. I love this package. We just did one unboxing, and here we go. We're unboxing them for fucking 2. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm in such shock. Like, we just immediately went from one unboxing to another unboxing. Here we go. We're Japanese newspapers. It's fun. It's fantastic. Again, you try to smooth that out. Look at my fucking curtain in the back. It was a lace curtain. My fucking U of M goddamn football player is the last wave. Am I sure? Has this been it? Is this the end of the fun? Okay. Of Fami-Updates? Is this the end of the original 5 episodes of Travelogues? I think I do count this as the first 5 episodes. I do count this in a way because it ended up influencing Imported Monthly, which I'll actually talk about when we do the commentary for Imported Monthly, but this did have some influence on that. Kid Icarus, another one of my favorite games. Punch-Out. Speaking of Punch-Out, there's Punch-Out. Lupin the Third. It's one of my favorite Namco games. Tetris. Now you see, that version of Tetris was the unlicensed version. That was the one that Nintendo had commissioned Hank Rogers to do. This is before they even got the rights. And the original Mario 2, essentially. Yeah, that's pretty much my expression. Oh god, Mario 2. And that was the last wave. Those were the most expensive games I had to get off the collection. Although I think Lupin was actually a cheaper one. I think the way I set up the game purchasing system was I would buy like 1/3 or 1/2 of the games is the expensive list, and the other half is like really fucking cheap. And here we go. We finally got an intro into episode 20. I look back on the time. Windows Movie Maker. Fun.
Hello everybody, this is Mark. Welcome to Fami-Update 20. This isn't really kind of an update. This is
anyway, as I was saying, like, that was the way we did it. We would have,
on the last 19 parts.
we would buy, like, a certain amount of, like, cheap games, but we would buy a certain amount of expensive games, and we would just try to mix them up in each wave. So, like, certain games would be expensive, certain games would be cheap. And that's how we did it. It's kind of similar to, actually, it's not even similar to how we do, Imported Monthly, or how we did, Game-O-Rama Uncut when we try to order, games for episodes. We don't do this. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get into the origins. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Why not emulate?
I do not want to emulate because
Here we go.
some of the games don't actually work in the emulator.
Yes. And the criticism I've gotten is, you don't know how to emulate properly. It's like, I don't emulate usually. Like, I like to have the physical thing in my goddamn hand. So, like, I remember I had that criticism when I did the launch box review for the test version of Game-O-Rama back in, like, 2016. I would rather have something physical. I'm making the point. I would rather have something physical. I've had this argument now for 6 years. I'd rather have something physical as opposed to digital. It's amazing that I've had this argument 6 years ago, and I'm still having this argument now with people. Now with people will, like, you know, just within my own, like, mental state, like, what? Yeah. 15 plus years at this time. Anyway, like, I've had that argument for years, though. I'm sorry, I was listening to myself. That was just fascinating that I'm having this conversation. I might actually have to use this clip for a video. I think I'm right on that one. Retro gaming was coming in style 03, 04. And now, like, I've had my NES collection for nearly 20 years. I've been collecting for nearly 20 years. So, it's weird to, like, see this and see, like, an early version of the collection and now look at my real collection and go, oh, Jesus. Yeah. What the hell was I moving? Oh, was that my game capture? My old game capture device? Jesus. Yeah, 15 plus years at that point. Now it's been like 20 years. 20 years of Nintendo fans. And out of all that time, I've only gotten one thing from Nintendo. One thing that I didn't have to pay for. Nintendo owes me badly. I'm joking. I love Nintendo. I'll still love them even if they do something stupid. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm making the point here. I might actually have to use these videos for something. They might actually have to come in handy. And back in the time, now, yes. 1, 2. Jesus Christ. Our times have changed. I have 2 whole shelves full of mangas. I have an entire goddamn shelf full of anime. It's amazing to watch this and just hear you got 1 or 2 mangas. Now it's like, oh fuck that shit. I have way more than that. This was also before this is before I got into Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid. I noticed. I just realized that this is before I got into Kobayashi. I didn't get into Kobayashi till like 2017, like right around the time the dub had started coming out. I just noticed that. It's so weird seeing Mia pre Kobayashi. And here I am already talking about goddamn fucking changing up and updating the list. Oh god. I'm now talking about Yusura Yatsura. I'm definitely gonna have to use this clip for something. Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to pull stuff out of these for future Game-O-Rama episodes, because this is just a wealth of just old opinions and old me. Oh yes, the one semester where I accidentally skipped and I didn't mean to. I can actually talk about that for a second. So essentially what had happened was I went to college for the fall of 2014. I went to college for the spring of 2015. I took my usual summer off, and August came in before I knew it. I'm like, oh, I should probably register for classes. And I found out it is too late. Classes have already started. You skipped an entire semester. And my body, not my body, but my brain is going, oh my god, what the fuck are we gonna do? So I spent 1 whole semester not in college, stuck at the house, essentially having to do chores to pay my way for not doing college for that 1 semester. And it wasn't until spring of 16 I finally went back to college, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna fuck this up again. And then came fall of 16, I was like, yep, nope. Not doing this again. We're not doing college again, and we didn't do college again until just recently. We just got back into college. That's how long it was. And here I am talking about the things we never got to do. The idea of we're gonna do a whole month of Famicom games. Yeah, that never happened. Now the reason why it didn't happen, well, the console shorted out. I couldn't capture much of the game footage because the capture devices I had not to work. And at that point, I had just gotten so burned out with mini reviews, I was just like, yep, no. Oh, and here I go about the logo videos, the stuff I don't do anymore, and why I keep losing subscribers. Oh, here we go, Patreon again. What is wrong with me? I'm the wealth of bitching knowledge. My God, I bitch a lot, I've noticed. I don't think I bitch that much. Well, alright, I'm getting wrong on cut, I bitch a lot, but Jesus, I bitch a lot. Here I am, 6 years ago, when I was in my 20s. Bitch, bitch, bitch. What the hell am I talking about? Oh, yep. All that. Oh, I think I was talking about Skylar. I think that's what the hell I was talking about. I couldn't tell what I was talking about because I sound like a fucking garbled up marble, fucking garbled up mouthful of marbles. Yeah, official Rylex was planning to do something similar, and the actual truth was he was supposed to take over Ransom Reviews when I ended on the 3rd season. My plan was I end on the 3rd season, he takes over, and I do something different. And that never happened. And here I am now talking about the whole process of planning everything. Something I'll talk about in the Imported Monthly episodes. Because I'll just do I think for Imported Monthly I'm not going to do season commentaries. I think I'm just going to do individual episode commentaries. Because those episodes are kind of long enough to do episode commentaries. But this, because they're all so short, I gotta do them as a compilation commentary. What the fuck am I talking about? I don't know. There's my little mini Link, Tetra, and Skull Kid Link. Figures in the top, I just noticed. I think I still have Link and Zelda. I don't know if I still have Skull Kid Link, though. I don't know if I still have him or if I gave him to Janko. I'm not sure. Anyway. Oh yeah, here we go. We're talking about work study and paychecks and work study overall was like the total amount you got in terms of like funding was like $800. It's like you get $800 for 14 weeks of work. That's it's like 14 weeks worth of work just for $800. And all I did was 1 hour of work a day. Here I am praising Japan GameStop. Again, I still wish that shop was around, honestly. I would get most of my imports through that. I think the weirdest thing about that shop, now that I'm thinking about it, was that like the most modern console they went up to was like Game Boy Advance. And even then, it's like Game Boy Advance is like, okay, you're doing Game Boy Advance, what about GameCube? What about PS2? What about Xbox or Wii? You know, I can understand now Wii U, but and here I am bitching about the prices. Yeah, I learned something that day. Never leave shit in the cart. I learned something that day. Never leave stuff in a cart. I'm still talking. My God. I guess the thing I want to... What else do I want to talk about, really? Is that a fucking... It's like a little cubby thing on the side? I literally don't know what that is. Look at me fidgeting around in my chair. With my hair. Rockman. Why did I not put a border around that? I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid, I'm just really dumb. Donkey Kong 1 through 3. Popeye would have been an interesting one. I can't believe we didn't do Popeye. Mother, yeah. Man, look at those selections we didn't go for. I think It's a good hand motion I make. We were squeezed tight. In reality, it's like, I didn't want to sacrifice certain games for other games. We could have done Mega Man 1 and 2, but in the end that would have like sacrificed Final Fantasy, and that would have sacrificed something like Lupin the Third. Could have done Donkey Kong 1 through 3, but that would have sacrificed Urban Champion and Clue Land and Balloon Fight. We could have also done Popeye, but that would have sacrificed something like 3D Hot Rally. Yep.
From this point on, I'm going to really kick myself in the face.
Here I am now, 6 years later, and I'm not regretting that now. Getting... Okay, yeah, that I regret. I regret not getting Famicom Wars. I don't regret not getting Ice Climbers. Famicom Wars I do regret not getting. Now I think you can get Famicom Wars for like $8.
Patreon actually goes through, people actually support.
And here I am pitching Patreon again like a little bitch. Jesus.
So, that's your challenge. Support me on Patreon and I'll get you.
Didn't fucking happen. Didn't fucking happen. I will talk about what happened afterwards though. So after this, what I can say is after we done all this, some months had went by, my mother had left for Seattle. I had stayed behind, ended up essentially being trapped in the house with my dad while still working. I ended up saving up enough money for Thanksgiving to go on a trip for Thanksgiving to Seattle to visit my mom. While we were out in Seattle, we ended up going to a few retro game shops in the area, and I ended up picking up Dragon Quest 2 and 3, tennis. I think that was it. Dragon Quest 2 and 3 and tennis. And then when I came back from that trip, I ended up ordering Mysterious Murasame Castle. I think that was it. Those were the only ones I ended up getting. And then years down the road, years later, I ended up grabbing more Famicom imports through friends of mine, or not friends of mine, but game shops that were run by friends of mine. And I ended up getting like Renegade, essentially River City Ransom. So, yeah, those were like the Famicom games I got after this. Actually, I'm trying to remember if there was anything else. Oh, wait, no, I remember what else there was. After all that, our good foreign exchange student sister Chiaki sent me some Famicom games for Christmas one year, and the games I ended up getting were Spartan X, which is essentially, I believe, Kung Fu. Star Road, I think it's either Star Road or Star Searcher. I can't recall that one off the top of my head. And there was another one, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it ended up becoming Rad Racer. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's by Square. And it ended up becoming Rad Racer. Like, those were like the three. And then I got another copy of Super Mario Bros. which I was just like, alright, I can't really blame her. I got so many of the imports that she probably lost track. She's like, if you did get another copy of it, I'm sorry, I just didn't know. I'm like, it's fine, Chiaki. I just got 2 copies of Super Mario Brothers, that's fine. I think there's a few games now I still need to get. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what games I wanted to get my hands on. Athena, Herodias, those were 2. And then I think Famicom Wars is still on my list. But, I'm trying to remember what else there was. I can't remember off the top of my head what else there was. It was just Famicom Wars, Herodias, Athena. Oh, I think there was one, it was another Rumiko Takahashi manga that got a game adaptation. can't remember the name of the damn series now, but I know I wanted to get a game based on that. And
I would say the RP though damaged, but the really damaged where it was not.
I can't think of it now. So what am I talking about? Oh, damage. There's a lot of damage. A lot of damages with this. All these tips. Understand the cultural differences. I said that tip twice. I'm very, very dumb. I think I've actually kind of used this dialogue again when I did The Joys of Importing.
There are 3 versions of Mario 2 in Japan. There is the original Mario 2 for this system. There is Doki Doki Panic for this system. Then there is Mario USA.
Yeah.
That is literally, yeah, there's 3 versions.
Yeah, I think I did this dialogue again in the goddamn fucking importing 4-parter for Game-O-Rama.
Also, like, if you're a fan of a certain show, like a certain anime or something.
Oh, yep. These are talking points I've already made. I didn't realize I've already made these talking points years ago when I did that episode. For some reason, I guess it just popped back into my head, and I was like, oh, okay. When I get to that episode, that's going to be a fun story. Loop on the third, good game. 11 winning bill, Asuka 120%, it's still a good game. Dragon Ball Z, which became Dragon Power. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball essentially became Dragon Power. And yeah, I was right, Dragon Ball did come out in the US. It came out as Dragon Power. Doraemon, because I'm stupid and I forgot that one. And before anyone asks, I only went for the one Doraemon game because I wasn't gonna get the whole shitload of Doraemon games that came out for that one console. While that would have been fun, no. Just no. I wasn't going to go for that. They never came. If I get another Famicom, then we will do Famicom episodes of Game-O-Rama Uncut. That's all I'm going to promise, is if we ever get a Famicom, which you can help by supporting us on Patreon. It's the one Patreon plug I'm going to throw in here, but still. What the fuck am I talking about? Shit that I never ended up doing. Time constraints. It's always about fucking time constraints. Look at, I only had 4 amiibos back then. Now I got a box full. And now we get into the old logo. Now we get into the wonderful, fun-filled world of Japanese newspapers, because that's always fun. Actually, it is kind of fun. What am I talking about? Yeah, the mysterious fun of Japanese newspapers. Me and my red jacket. I still wear that red jacket. It's been badly tattered, but I still wear it. Actually, when anyone sends you imports, they send you Japanese newspapers as wrapping. And I usually do keep most of them. I think the only time I didn't get Japanese newspaper wrappings was when I had Little Witching Mischief came in. And I ended up getting, I think, an advert for like a movie theater, which was interesting, and I kept it, but I usually do. I keep all of the inserts. Yeah, pretty much. I made the point 6 years ago, and I'll make the point now. I read these and amaze me. Yep, there you go. I brought up Jack. Done. I did my thing. For most of it, I can kind of get the main premise. I think that's the way I've approached everything from Japan. For the most part, I can approach the main premise of this. And here I go. I did this all one-handed. because I had no idea what the fuck a tripod was back then. What the fuck is wrong with me? Yeah, see, bad. Yeah. Yep, I'm correct on that. Okay. I am correct. Look at my Calvin Hobbes book. I still have all those books. They're sitting in a box. Yep. Again, why am I holding this one-handed? I should have, like, you know, probably put this on a tripod. You know, when I have an actual video camera sitting right there on the goddamn table. Tennis. Good job, me. We're talking about sports. Sports? Sports. It's a running joke me and my stepdad do. Sports. Sports. Whenever the sports come on the news, we just go, sports. Look at all these ads. The F am I talking about? Seriously, the F am I talking about? Okay. Again, I should have used a tripod for a video camera sitting right there on the fucking table. Putting the N64 sitting out, the GameCube, and everything else. What the fuck is wrong with me back then? Now whenever I'm not using a console, I just put it back up on the shelf. 2016. Oh, nice. We found a manga. We found the manga panel. That's great. Wonderful. Yeah, if only I could focus my camera or, you know, put it on a fucking tripod. How stupid was I? Yep. Yep. Look at that information. I kind of wish I could remake these videos now that I'm thinking about it. Because I would do this completely differently now. I would probably just take pictures of these and then just, like, scan through them. Like, put, like, a pan on it or something. Like... what the F am I talking about? It might have been the Showa era, I'm not sure. Again, I base it more off the premise than I do. Yeah, what am I talking about? This is me going, what the F am I talking about? .com. So... covering the recent Japanese earthquake. Interesting. Fascinating watching the series now. Yes, it still would be. You know. Look at diplomats and all that. The Prime Minister. Still in the Ray era. Yes, we found the TV guide. We found the TV guide in the Japanese newspaper where they talk about movies and Japanese animes and all this stuff. What the hell am I talking about? What am I seriously talking about? Again, what am I talking about? That's me. Yep, NHK TV channel, NBS and ABC. At that time, they would have been running goddamn Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Tony, look at the goddamn newspaper. What else do we have? Come on, me. We gotta put a fucking tripod on this. Yes. I could fill the rest of this up with just yes. Which you can't see because because, you know, me, the goddamn idiot I am, decided not to put this on a fucking tripod, you know, with the actual fucking camera. It still is the goddamn funniest thing I've ever read looking at it now. Look at it. Look at it! Oh. And that's when I went, oh. Like, what the F am I talking about? Maybe a network, maybe a show. Who knows? I don't. They're promoting cameras and camcorders and everything else. That's fun. And with that, I will also include one more video in this, but we are going to then have to take a quick, actually we're not even going to take a quick break. I don't know why I'm saying quick break, but we don't have to do any of that. I'm just going to go right to it. So, we're going to go right into the Mysterious Fun in Japanese Newspapers Part 2, the last actual video that was made. Alright, here we go. We are getting right into it. Mysterious Fun in Japanese Newspapers Part 2, just like I promised. So we did this, like a year, not even a year, I would say maybe a couple months after the Fami-Updates, miniseries. So I'm including this in there because it technically does count. I think I counted as episode 22. So, yeah. We got more Japanese newspapers. This is going to be fun. And look at this room. Look at it, man. Just look at it. I got a freaking Crystal Pepsi ad framed courtesy of my good friend Little Ruse. So I have that hung up, and then I also have the antenna hooked up, and then look at all those freaking Funko Pops. I sold most of those off, and now I only have 8. Look at that. I think this was maybe right around the time the Famicom had shorted out, so yeah. Japanese newspapers fun. Recovering go, young me. My dumb young self. I still have my container of all the Game Boy games. I still have that. And that's Japanese chess and everything else. Video's weirdly jittering, but whatever. It's fun. We have fun here. Look at all those kids' drawings. The Japanese kids always did a lot of nice drawings. So, yeah. What was your favorite part of the video? Yeah. Japanese newspapers, they're fun because they're interesting. Even when I still get some, it's like, oh, these are interesting. These are interesting takes into another culture, another world. On the other end of the spectrum, I'm thinking, wow, they pack a lot into this. These newspapers have a shit ton. What is exactly covering me? That was the TV schedule. It's the TV guide. So I said, what is it covering young me? Stocks and bonds and everything else in a Japanese newspaper. You can get yourself a nice Japanese purse. A nice hand clutch to hold on to for all your money. I have no idea what that one is. Me. More stocks. Me and my red Posen shirt. More stocks, more scores. More ads. Newspapers, they're fun. All this business and stocks and bonds and advice. The Japanese stock market, it's on a rise. This was 2017. Who is that? Me. Yep. Hey, look. It's an American trader. God fucking damn it. What is wrong? I'm not really surprised by that. Nowadays I'd be like, why? So yes, that's the political section. Shinzo Abe and Donald Trump are no longer in office, so we can sigh a breath of relief on that. Now it's Joe Biden, and who the hell is the new Prime Minister of Japan? I can't remember his freaking name. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names on this one. So, but yeah, look at that, Mozart. Is that a classic magazine, or is that an ad for like a music store? And it just says mostly. It's like Mozart. Dun 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 dun. Come to our store. And more TV. More television. It's fun. It's political. It's hip. It's what the cool kids are watching. More television. More fun. Answer the question no one fucking asked. Good job, me. There goes Tony Rasmussen. Japanese fucking answered a question no one goddamn asked. I spent this whole commentary shitting on myself. I noticed that. I'm not even talking about the fucking newspapers. I'm just shitting on myself. Jesus. Question, the answer nobody fucking asked. Yeah, those are all vacation destinations in that one issue. I was like, why does that look weird? Oh, it's vacation destinations. I'm just very, very stupid. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna toss that one to the side. And there's my shirt. Oh, the crab meat. Charlie, the crab meat. Sorry, I had to go to Anavito there. But, it's crab. I mean, come on. Look at crab cakes and shrimp and everything else that's fun and under the sun and musical performances and a special concert just for you. What the fuck am I talking about? I have no idea. I don't think that was a new manga. I think that was for a movie. Though it could have been a manga adaptation of a movie. And that is an adorable comic strip. Very, very, very adorable. Look how adorable that is. A sweet little babu. Starting to sound like Holy Orchard. A sweet babu right there. More newspapers, please. What have we got? The car reviews, sports, anything? Come on, me. Make it up to me. So we've hit the mother load. take a drive out and relax. Go out in your nice fun car. She warned us. Way to get more political. I kind of regret making the 2016 video. But that's a commentary for another time. List of videos I regretted. The 2016 video and review, I don't like it anymore. Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I'm sorry, but like I just realized how dull I was. And how dull I probably still am. Yep, that was for the cursed child. That was the 8th and final book. Books, Bugs Bunny. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. Just look at all this. Sports. More sports. Golf. Sports. Look at that room. My God. Times have changed. My room's now bigger. It's not carpeted, but I have a lot of rugs down. Well, this has been fun, folks. I hope you enjoyed this, and we got more commentaries coming soon. Look forward for them. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.